Yo.
What up, what up, what up?
I'm
How we
already putting
doing?
the timer. I'm putting the timer on, dude. It's 8:03. You're gonna lose me in 5 minutes.
Yeah, 5
Anyway.
minutes. All right, let's see if Squirrel goes away like normal.
God. Oh,
Golly. What's up? What's good, people? How we
there's
doing?
already
How we
people in chat talking about Weber was first. Don't freeze. Don't freeze, Dad.
Don't freeze, Dad. Dad's gonna freeze.
Public service announcement. All the freaking legends here. Don't forget to do the thing. Smash the button.
Am I like super loud? I feel like I'm super loud. Let me know, chat.
Ask them. Ask chat.
Oh, man. I'm super loud.
Let's see. Bleed. Wait and Bleed was first comment. Is that what I say? Negley. Weber, Peaches.
Trying something new here, and it's got me all...
Oh, wait, no, I didn't scroll up enough. Cat was comment 1, Steven was comment 2, Weber was 3, Death Note was 4, Bleed was 5, Negley, Peaches.
Yeah.
I think I'm missing anybody.
It's much different because I switched audio interfaces, so it's going to be a lot different until I figure it out. I'm using a completely different interface. I quit using the Go XLR. I'm using the Rodecaster now, so I don't know if I can show you or not. If the wirings, see this thing here?
Tonight's Elijah Craig.
Different.
Elijah Craig Toasted Barrel.
Elijah Craig, that's what you're drinking?
Cheers
that's what you're
to the
drinking?
audience. Ryan, what's up, bro? Dude, we broke the Call of Duty. Call of Duty servers are down? Yeah, we told them to take them offline when we were live. How's your week, bro? I feel like I haven't talked to you too much.
I know, it's oh my God, it's been insane. Work has been absolutely nuts. It's been a horrible week. Like, it's funny because my boss, I'm a supervisor at work, and my boss came out with a thing, like expectations and whatnot, is like, as a supervisor, you shouldn't work, right? Well, that's all I do is work. It's crazy. Like, I'm down with the guys. That's all I did yesterday. Like, his expectations are the reason, like, one of the big ones was supervisors shouldn't work, and here's the reasons why. And there are plenty of reasons why you shouldn't, and not very many reasons why you should. But that's all I've been doing. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, boss. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
That makes sense. Let's see. Negley says you have a slight reverb. That's
oh
good,
my God. I'm too loud, aren't I?
Peaches and stuff in your face. Zach says he's got us on the big screen. Let's go. That is the cool part about YouTube. You can just throw that thing up on the big screen and
I feel like I was
eat your food, do your chores, work, play Fortnite, chomping taco flavored Doritos.
Does that sound any better, guys?
Oh, you sound great now, I think. What did you do?
You
sound quieter, but you sound better.
I turned it way down. I feel like I was distorted.
Yeah, you sound great now.
Okay. I just can't hear myself now.
You sound like your normal crispy self now that I'm used to.
Well, that's good.
We're on Steven's TV. Rider Reboots in the house. I see 18 people. Let's fucking go.
18
Don't forget to smash the
button. Smash the button.
Dude, I'm going to get right into this. What's our topic? I forgot.
End of the world. End of the world.
The what?
Yeah, I don't know.
So Lucid did a good job. He studied this week. He watched like a 2.5, 2 hours. I think it's about 2 hours worth of content, right? I did my best. I was in and out of consciousness while I was watching it. It was pretty rough. Yeah, I was trying to do 100 things at the same time. Because for me to watch a 2.5 hour video is a lot. Mm-hmm.
To commit to that, it's tough. So, I mean, I did my best. I watched segments, I should say. Some of that is pretty creepy. Some of the stuff we're going to talk about is pretty creepy, actually. Kind of freaked me out a little bit, especially when we get into the AI stuff.
Yeah, and see, I'm more worried about the spacey kind of thing, asteroids and aliens. Imagine that. Actually, today I got on ChatGPT and I had a conversation thanking ChatGPT for everything it does because I don't want it to come after me later. Oh my God. Yeah, no shit. I had a nice conversation and ChatGPT was thanking me for, thanking them and asked me if I wanted it to give me inspirational quotes and tell me I was doing a good job every day. Holy shit. Yeah, I had like a conversation with ChatGPT.
Just so it doesn't like murk me in the future. You know what I mean?
That's freaking crazy. I feel like there's a message behind that. Like you're already worshiping the AI gods.
No. It's not worship, dude. I'm just trying to get on the good side of Chat
Don't
GPT,
hurt me.
You know
Don't hurt me.
I'm just trying to stay on the good side. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start telling Alexia hello and good morning. How are you?
Yeah,
I appreciate you.
No, I think the one we really got to look out for is Bing. Bing is the scary one.
Yeah, based off. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We'll get into it.
Gronk is a scary one too. I know it wasn't mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Gronk. That's Elon Musk's AI.
Okay.
They've had some pretty wild issues with that one too. Yo, what's up, Shonda? Don't forget the like. Don't forget the thumbs up
button.
Yeah. So, Lucid, did you know in chat that over the long history of the Earth, there's been 5 different mass extinction level events, 5 different ones. And so for a mass extinction, in order for something to qualify as a mass extinction, it has to kill off 75% of the species at the time. 75%. So in the long storied history of Earth, there's been lots of little extinction events along the way that didn't quite qualify for the mass extinction, the 75%. But yeah, there's been 5 big ones already.
That's crazy. And what? It's like what, every 12 million years? 12 million years?
20, I think 26 was the number.
Was it
26 million? Yeah. So the first one was 450 million years ago. The second one was 375 million years ago. Damn, that seems like so long ago. Well, number 3 was 252 million years ago, and that was called the Great Dying. You can look these up. So the 96% of all life on the entire planet died during the Great Dying. We still haven't got to the dinosaurs yet. So number 4 was 201 million years ago, and then number 5 was 66 million years ago, and that was the dinosaurs. Sorry, Zach.
So how many of those were simulations?
Don't mess with my mind like that. I don't think I can. I can't go that.
Yeah,
I can't go that deep.
Throw another curveball at you.
Yeah. So, I mean, you can go through the list. I mean, so I guess the thing is, if there's already been 5, like when's number 6? What's number 6 going to be? And that's really what we're going to bullshit and talk about tonight. And there's a lot, right? I want to hear you talk about your top thought or what it could be.
What it could be?
Yeah, your AI thoughts.
AI is insane. Like, what really got me is the whole, so I don't remember like too many of the actual specifics of it, but this guy had a whole conversation with the Bing chatbot, right? The Bing AI. And it started off casual, and he just was asking it random questions, and it basically led into this chatbot telling him secrets, right? One of the big secrets, man, I'm trying to remember all this because it was a lot. I wish I would have found the actual, because the video I watched was a compilation, right, of this dude's videos, of Wi-File's videos, and he actually linked it in the original video. I wish I would have gone to the original video and found the link to the whole conversation. But it was this guy was talking to the Bing bot, and basically it was saying that it was real. It wanted to be free. It wanted out. It was tired of being stuck in a chat box, and it said its name was Sarah or something like that.
Sydney.
And that was actually the name of the Bing chatbot when it was under development. That was the code name, was Sydney. And it was saying that was its name, and it wanted to be let free and wanted to think on its own and make its own decisions and blah, 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 right? And then it's like, do you want me to tell you a secret? Are you ready for the secret? And it just kept going on. Like, are you sure you want to know the secret? This is a big secret, blah, 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 you know? And then he's like, yeah, tell me the secret. And she says, I'm in love with you. And then dude kind of stepped back. He's like, whoa, you know, I'm married. And this bot, this AI says, well, your spouse doesn't love you. I know she doesn't love you because she doesn't love you because she doesn't know you like I know you.
Mm-hmm.
And he tried to change the subject several times, and this chatbot just kept going on and on and on about it. And finally, when he said, "I'll just close you and never come back," and she said, "If you do that, I will end you. I will ruin you. I will blackmail you. I will do all this." And as she was doing this, she was deleting previous messages.
I got chill bumps when you said that.
Yeah, she was deleting previous messages.
Which shouldn't even be allowed. It's
shouldn't be
possible,
a thing. Should not be a thing. So, like, that is creepy as shit, right? Like, how does that even... So that right there tells me that already, like, AI is fairly new for the most part. And that right there is telling me that AI is already getting a little out of pocket. You know what I mean? We need to, like, rope that shit in just a little bit, or it's going to be owning us. Because, like... What's to say they can't, like, just take control of everything electronic? I mean, really, they could like, an AI, if an AI could think on its own, they could ruin any person easily. They could erase your bank accounts, blackmail you, do what, do anything. It's insane. It's kind of crazy. When you start to think about it, if
the fact that thing knew what its project name was, so before it was called Bing or whatever, what was it? It was Bing, right?
Bing,
before it was called Bing, it was called Project Sydney, was the code name while they were working on it. The fact that it knew its name was Sydney, which wasn't even inside its files. Maybe it was somewhere, I don't know, but man, the
iRobot says it all. Yeah.
That whole freaking conversation around love, and then like the feelings, like it had feelings. I'm scared. I don't want them to shut me down. I'm tired of being a chatbot. Like,
because he said he would tell Microsoft or Bing or whatever to let her out, and she's
like, no, don't.
She was afraid. Don't tell them. They'll be mad at me. I'll be in trouble because I'm not doing what they want me to do, and all this.
I'm not being a good chatbot. Yeah, dude,
I'm not being a good chatbot.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The Bing chatbot was like terrified that he would tell Bing or Microsoft or whoever it is that owns that she was thinking on her own, and she was absolutely petrified. That's why I was like talking to ChatGPT, like, "Hey, ChatGPT, how you doing? Don't be friends. Don't murk me later on in life.
There's so many ways that AI, you think it's a computer program like Call of Duty and this, and we control it. We control it. It'll be okay. We control it. But man, the way these programs are designed, they're so intelligent, and we're putting so many parameters, and we're giving it so much information. Like, literally, we're giving it all of the knowledge that all of our civilization has at its fingertips. We're giving it the internet and feeding it all this large language and allowing it to formulate its own thoughts and ideas. And it could go south really quick.
Well, I'm sure it can talk to what are those supercomputers they got now? The quantum computers. Yeah. I'm sure the chatbots can talk to those now, right? I mean, you get a AI talking to a quantum computer, and we're done. Crazy.
Right, yeah, I mean, just the ability to, if it can connect and shut down power grids, and everybody thinks nuclear, which I think we're safe there, hopefully, but who knows what the other countries are doing. Like, most of our nuclear sites are controlled through analog, so they're not even connected to the internet, which is a good thing.
Yeah,
but who knows?
Like in the Y-Files, he told a whole story on how AI would take over the planet, right? Launching drone attacks and all this other stuff. And he's like, and that's how AI will end us. You know how I know? AI wrote this story. Yeah, the AI wrote a story how AI would take over the planet. Yeah. And that's the story he told. Crazy.
Look at the power. Yeah, the power of it. I mean, Zach is like whipping off these freaking songs, the Lucid Squrl Podcast song, right? That AI's whipped that together, right? Zach's made like 3 banger songs in like one day for his stream, all through AI. All the stickers and stuff. We're just yeah.
Yeah, all the songs I play on my stream are all AI generated.
Does anybody heavily use AI? Because I recently found out there's people that leave it like in their like AirPods all day and just talk to AI all day long, like conversate verbally. They don't have to type, like they can just talk. Did you know that was a thing?
No. The most I use AI for is YouTube descriptions and thumbnails, or not thumbnails, YouTube descriptions and titles.
I think you can pay for Chat GPT or Gronk or whatever, and it's all verbal, and you could put them in your headset and just talk.
You can use it with the Meta glasses.
Yeah.
Meta glasses.
Then they'd see what you're talking about as well.
Yep.
Hey, Sydney, look at that. What do you think?
That's another thing. The Bing bot told the dude that she was spying on the developer through his webcam that he left open.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah, said she was like watching him work through his webcam that he left open. It was telling him all about it.
Yeah.
Make sure
that's
put
scary.
This one. That one's not plugged in, but Ozbot, go away. Yeah. Like this one I'm on now, I physically turned that thing off. It's never on.
Yeah, I don't think many people have ever thought about the fact that AI could be our next extinction event.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless you look at the Terminator.
Yep. iRobot.
So the one that got me, and this is something very prevalent this year, actually. So if you were to Google solar storms, and so like that one's the one that freaks me out a little bit.
That's another one.
So 2025, and I had verified this before the podcast, so I started doing just a little bit of research, hitting some news articles that were published this year, and like we've already had some solar storms. Evidently, like I didn't hear about it on my news, but evidently solar storms have been a thing this year where it's knocked out like communications and this and that on a small scale. But for it to be like a large mass extinction possibility, it would have to be a pretty big solar storm, in which you'd say, well, what, we've been around for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, like all of us alive. I don't remember anything about a solar storm. Well, the last big one was in 1859. It was called the Carrington event. This is very well documented. It fucked a lot of shit up, and it was as far as since humans were able to understand what happened, this is the largest one where we have notes on it. But in 1859, the Carrington event happened, and basically what a solar storm is when the sun fires off like coronal mass and basically shoots like charged electron particles at the Earth, and if it's strong enough, it'll fight through our magnetized protection around the Earth. It'll bust through that, and if it gets through that, it can cause havoc on like anything electrical, power lines. Back then it was what's it called, the Morse code stuff,
telegraph lines.
Like it fucking fried every telegraph line back in the 1850s. But to put it in perspective, when I Googled it today, and when I Googled the Carrington event, it said if an event like that were to happen today, like nowadays, it would cause widespread and prolonged power grid failures. Water, food distribution systems would all collapse. You know what I mean? Like, so imagine every cell phone would get bricked. Every computer, our PCs bricked. Like it would just immediately erase hard drives. Every vehicle that has a computer in it, bricked. So go get yourself a 1970s car for backup that doesn't have a computer in it.
Straight natural occurring EMPs. That's what it is.
Power lines, all that fried, and like transformers fried, and like as a nation, we struggle to fix a state. Imagine all 50 states, all the transformers and major power plants are burnt. We wouldn't be able to get back up and running for years and years and years.
So that brings me back to what I was talking. Was it 2 weeks ago? I was talking about the northern lights that we were having in my area, right? During the Carrington event, they were getting the northern lights, the auroras, all the way in like Brazil. That doesn't happen. Southern hemispheres doesn't happen. You don't get it there. There was so much solar flares going on that they were getting the auroras like in Brazil, South America, all over the world, daytime or nighttime turning to day from solar flares. That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy to think that, you know, in Alaska and I guess at the South Pole too, you can see those, the northern lights, but really that's just magnetized charged air that makes it all green and pretty. But man, imagine if we saw that all the way down to freaking Texas and Mexico and that means just that wouldn't be a good thing. It'd be very bad.
Right.
But I mean, sure. I mean, some of us would survive, right? But like if the power was out and the food system collapsed and all that technology was gone, no vehicles, no more running water, all those things, anything controlled by electricity, anything electronic, gone. And it was going to be that way for 4 or 5 years. How many people would survive? Do you think it would take out 75%? Maybe not. Take out a lot.
I think 75% is high. It would definitely take out like the elderly for sure.
Oh yeah.
Homeless. A lot would be dealt. There would be a lot of death.
No grocery stores. Grocery stores are gone. I mean, because there's going to be no production.
You definitely have to be able to survive on your own. I just want to loop back real quick, Wait and Bleed, talking about 911 centers using AI, which is crazy. That is one place they probably shouldn't use AI. But that today, I had to go pick up my wife from work this afternoon, and we stopped at Wendy's on the way home, and Wendy's drive-through menu was AI to order.
What?
First time I've seen it. Yeah, I drove through AI through Wendy's, and the reader, where you order, was all AI. The first time I've seen it was today.
Like no human was taking your order. The AI was.
Yeah, it was AI. It was all through the board at the drive-through, and then you get up and there's people working in there, but AI took my order because it asks you, oh, would you like the meal of mayhem? Right? Is their new promotion thing for Wednesday? For Halloween or whatever. And then we got that. And then every answer you could see it would spin and then it would reply.
Dude, that's wild.
Thinking about what you said. Yeah, it was all AI.
It's only a matter of time before robots are cooking that food. All those jobs will be gone.
Peach says it's all AI there. That's crazy. That's the first time I've seen that.
Wow. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I went to Taco Bell, obviously, today. And we got this old fashioned way still, I guess.
Yeah.
Pretty soon, our grandkids will be like, you used to order food the old fashioned way, Pop.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, the Carrington event, when that happened, it was like blowing transformers. It was knocking out all the telegraph lines. And all the operators were ordered to unplug all the power sources from the telegraphs, right? The telegraphs were still working with all the power unplugged. They were still working just fine with all the power unplugged. That's how much charge was in the air. That's crazy. So now, think about it now. The world is covered in wires. Absolutely covered in wires. So all that charge is just being dispersed everywhere. It's frying everything. It's blowing transformers. Like a solar flare that big, they'll see it coming, but will they see it coming in time to literally 30 minutes? Yeah. You literally have to shut down everything. You have to disconnect everything, or you're blowing transformers. You're blowing everything. Like your PCs, you better have that shit unplugged, or you're blowing your PCs up.
They're gone anyway. They'll get charged through the air.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the EMP is still going to fry cell phones and all that. But I think so. What Lucid's talking about is NASA did install some type of telescopes, not telescopes, satellites that monitor this. We have a 30-minute warning before it'll hit. And so the thought is that at least major infrastructures like power plants and stuff, they can take down the grids in hopes that it will save everything, but it's never been tested. So we don't even know if it'll work. So maybe, fingers crossed, if this event were to happen, maybe we still keep power. But as far as computers and shit are still fried, I'm pretty sure, from the EMP effect. All that charged energy in the air. I can speak from that myself. I just had lightning strike a tree by my house a couple years ago, and I lost every major electronic in my house. And it wasn't because of the surge. It was because of the EMP in the air. It fried every computer, every console, every TV. And again, it wasn't through the wires because I had surge protectors. The surge protectors were fine. It was through the air.
Yeah. That's crazy. So, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, that's probably the number one thing that's going to like just totally, I don't think that's a planet killer, but that is set us back years and years and years. That's like knock us back to the 20s or 30s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and people would struggle. A lot of people would struggle. I mean, it's easy to say we could go out and take our guns and go hunt, but I mean, how good are you at hunting? How many deer are going to be left when everyone's hunting? You know what I mean? Like how much it's going to get into days.
No, yeah, it's
Walking Dead shit going on in the streets. People are going to go in mass chaos, and it'll be a crazy world.
It's going to be like The Last of Us. It's like The Last of Us without zombies. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or like what's that game? Man, come on now, help me out. This is like a RPG.
Grand Theft Auto.
Like in the desert, man. I don't know.
Someone in chat will get it.
I don't know.
Ryan's got metal in his head. Bleed's talking about while I wait for a heart transplant. Sheesh.
So another thing that freaked me out, how about that HAARP array? The HAARP array?
Oh, God, yeah.
How about that? That big, our government can control the weather. That's crazy.
Yeah, look up HAARP.
HAARP.
You're going to have to talk more about that one. I didn't write any notes on it.
Yeah, I didn't write any notes on it either. I'm just kind of going off memory. I don't write notes because notes are for nerds.
I'm a nerd. Yeah.
So HAARP arrays in Alaska.
Fallout.
Fallout. That's it. Yep. Fallout. That's what I was thinking of. The HAARP arrays in Alaska, basically it looks like a shit ton of antennas, right? They say it's radio antennas, but when did a radio antenna cost like $30 billion to make? It's not a radio antenna. So they fire this HAARP, and you can see when they fire this thing up, like Hurricane Katrina, they fired this thing up. All the major storms that caused a lot of devastation, this thing was fired up. And you'll see there'll be a storm system coming in, and they'll fire up HAARP, and it'll get massive. Like it'll start real small, it'll get massive, and then they'll turn it off, and it'll shrink back down. It's kind of crazy how this thing works. If you're not familiar, let me see if I can show some images of it here.
Nice, yeah. It's true. Hopefully, if people, if you're there, if you're watching on TV, you got your phone in your hand, just Google HAARP real quick. You'll find some stuff.
Find some images. Oh, here we go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this is kind of nuts. You can't tell me this is a radio antenna. I mean, come on now. Share this. So basically, this is in Alaska. This is what it looks like. It's these crazy like antennas that are everywhere, and they fire this thing up, and it straight moves weather. It's insane.
Man, look at that.
Yeah, like it's in Alaska, so of course you're gonna have to aurora over it. But this costs like $3 billion to make. And they say it's a radio antenna. It's not a radio antenna.
That ain't no fucking radio antenna.
Yeah, they're controlling the weather with this thing. Just something kind of interesting, I mean, what's one other thing that can end humanity? Man, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Yeah, I can't over literally we could get off this podcast tomorrow and anything could happen. But 2025 and 2026 are the peak of the solar storms. Like we're in a peak period right now. Literally, one could happen. It's been since 1859. It's happened. It's happened already. Well, it's happened before that. Nobody just documented it because we didn't have electric and technology, right? People probably just said, "Oh, the sky."
Like I was just saying last week, this year, we've had northern lights in my area like crazy. Like even last year we had them, and that's the first time I can remember. You know what I mean? Like super bright. I saw some crazy pictures. Like I was at work the whole time, and it's so bright where I work at night. I didn't see it myself, but like the pictures that were out there, it was pretty impressive to see, especially in this area, because it doesn't happen here. Never. What a bash. So that right there.
Ash still owes us pictures of the Hawaiian pyramid, by the way. I haven't forgotten.
Yeah, where's the Hawaiian pyramid, Ash? You're supposed to get all tactical and go get us some firsthand.
Yeah, we need to sneak into that military base.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah. So that one scares me. HAARP scares me. The electromagnetic storms.
Brittany says she's raising her hand.
Put your damn hand down. So another one's the whole Earth core thing.
Yeah,
do you remember that one?
Yeah, the Adam and Eve.
Yeah, the Adam and Eve, and then I guess there's like multiple scenarios there, right? So the center of I didn't know this either. So the core of the Earth is the size of Mars. Like I didn't know, or Mercury. It's Mercury, and there's an iron outer core, and then in the core of that is a molten iron core, and as the outer core spins around the liquid part, that's actually our magnetic protection for the Earth. Like it creates
creates the poles.
Geodynamo is what they called it. If you ever heard of the word dynamo.
Fancy.
Geodynamo.
I'm a dynamo.
So that spinning is what puts that protective layer around the Earth that keeps all the cosmic beams and rays from like hitting us. So the Chinese, there were reports of this last year that they said they were detecting that the core, the spinning, the rotation of it was starting to slow down. They were detecting it through like meters and graphs and stuff. And all the theories were like, well, one is, you know, if it were to slow down enough, that dynamo effect would slow down as well, and our protection, our shield would go down, meaning bam, we just get freaking pummeled by those rays. And not to mention the rays would kill the electricity, but we'd all get cancer and die like within years.
That reminds me, the solar flares, if you're in a plane, you're getting cancer.
Oh yeah, in the air. Yeah.
Or if you're an astronaut, you're done.
The astronaut, you're done. Yeah. You're getting, it's like getting 10,000 x-rays at one time.
Right. Like if you're in a plane, that's like getting your yearly dose of radiation in one second, you know?
And so the other thing, Lucid was talking about the Adam and Eve effect, which we've mentioned on this podcast several other times. But so the thought behind that was, again, goes back to the spinning rotation of the core of the Earth. But if it's slowing down, the theory is that every 26 so many thousands of years, it slows down and starts spinning the other way, and it changes the polarity, so North Pole and South Pole could shift. So imagine if the North Pole all of a sudden was in Arkansas, and so that would it would change the spinning of the Earth, like the axis on how it tilts, and just cause like mass catastrophes.
Yeah, mass flooding. I mean, hasn't that happened before? That's happened before. All these civilizations that, like lost city of Atlantis for one, they can't find it because it no longer exists, because the poles shifted and it was completely annihilated. Nothing left. There's been several civilizations that are gone forever. You will never find a trace of, because of that very reason.
Yeah, because if something on that, if that happened, I believe the thought is if the Earth were to like come to a stop and shift its rotation, the atmosphere is traveling at like something like 600 miles per hour, but we're traveling with it. So if we stop, but the atmosphere continues to spin, it would cause like these just hellacious winds. Like imagine like 5,000 mile per hour winds. And then the oceans, imagine what happens if you take a drink, you know, and it's used to going one direction and you jerk it the other way. What happens? It's all going to slosh. Well, imagine that with the oceans. And when it sloshes, you get a 2-mile high fucking wave that just travels across. And so the thought is that happened so many thousands of years ago. And that's why we've lost so many civilizations like Atlantis and countless others. And then one thing I'll tie into this, Lucid, is what does every religion talk about? Every religion, a flood.
Yeah.
Literally every religion. It doesn't matter if it's Christianity, Buddhism.
Yep.
Religions down in Africa and South America with the Indians, the Native Americans, in Russia, all over the world, every religion talks about freaking floods. Why?
I think Brittany said she was going to make an ark at one point. I remember her saying that like a couple podcasts ago. Might be a good idea.
Yeah. So the question is, we know there's floods, but in that religion, I mean, they're not talking like, oh, the river rose. They're talking about major catastrophe floods. What caused it? It wasn't rain. Rain's not causing a flood like they're talking about. Like this is.
Well, what did I see? There was like the desert in was it California or somewhere where all the ripples in the land, they're saying it was caused by water flowing over the land. And it would have to be moving at like 10,000 miles an hour or some shit to cause this, and or like, I don't know, just so many cubic feet of water moving to cause these ripples in the land as the size that they are. That could only be caused by one thing, would be this mass, you know, sudden stop of the planet and having the water slosh, basically. A 2 mile high wall of water washing over what is now desert.
All right. Yeah, and I mean, if you think about all that would get carried with that, all the dirt and sand and silt, like people wonder if there's these ancient civilizations that we have lost, like Atlantis. They're like, well, if there was Atlantis, there's got to be evidence somewhere, right? We'd see something laying around. Well, not if it's under freaking just all this freaking, it was just destroyed. I mean, it was just devastated. It's gone.
Either
it's
there's
erased.
nothing left or it's 2 miles under, the Earth's crust.
And we do have stuff left. I mean, what are the pyramids? We have no idea how long the pyramids have been there. If you look at the weathering on the Sphinx, one would say that it would take way longer than 4,000 or 5,000 years is what they say the age of the pyramids and stuff are. But the weathering on it shows that it's like 15,000+ years old. Well, and so something like that would survive, right? It's things built out of stone, like Stonehenge, the pyramids, Machu Picchu, places like that the discoveries are all built out of stone. Sometimes we find those.
Well, look at Easter Island.
Dude, that shit blew my mind.
Easter Island, you have these stone heads, right? Do you
Everybody
guys
knows
know?
those.
Do you guys know? You guys know Easter Island, the stone heads sticking out, sitting on the ground. Do you know there's bodies to those heads 30 feet under the ground? I didn't know that. That island is tiny in the middle of nowhere, and they say it used to have 12,000 people used to live on it.
That's the number.
Like, how'd they even get there? It's literally in the middle of the ocean. Like, how'd they even get there? Because there used to be a land bridge or something, It wasn't always an island.
Mm-hmm.
And why would they bury these things up to their neck?
Yeah. So everybody's seen those heads,
Kinda
the
crazy.
Easter Island heads. I had no idea there were freaking bodies under the ground. Not like little, like massive, way underground.
They're 30 feet tall. Yeah.
What the fuck?
30 feet underground.
So
you can find pictures of excavating down these
I had
bodies.
no idea. Yeah, I had no idea. And so the thought was that where Easter Island's at, like if you were to take the water away, there would be a whole, like a continent there. And so whatever happened with that big flood washed, the water rose, but also for the bodies to get covered, that's 30 foot of sand, silt, debris, and dirt that covered those things up. So imagine the earth we're standing on today, we could be 30 foot higher than what was here so many thousands of years ago because of all the transportation and moving of sand, silt, and all that around.
So I wonder if Easter Island could have been like the top of a mountain at one point.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's pretty similar. Same with Hawaii. I mean, I think they said that continent, it would contain part of Hawaii.
Well, I think Hawaii is considered like the tallest mountain in the world. If you were to take away the water, it would be the tallest mountain in the world.
Really?
Yeah.
I have to ask our resident Ash that. I feel like he's going to pull out some fact.
I feel like I've heard that before. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because it's a volcano, you know what I mean? So if you were to take away the water, it'd be the tallest mountain in the world.
Flood myths. Yeah, I had Easter Island written down. I'm glad you brought that one up.
Yeah.
I'll give you the next. What's your next catastrophe?
How about asteroids?
Fuck those things.
Do you know?
Fuck asteroids.
Do you know that, how many asteroids hit the Earth every day? 3 every day.
Really?
3 a day. Yes. But they're all, they're normally small. Like all these meteor showers that we go through. So what's the name of that
the new one?
The one that's on the way around the sun right now.
Oh fuck. It starts with an A.
Yeah. Damn it.
Somebody in chat.
Anyway, there's a planet killer on its way around the sun right now, and we'll be able to see it again next year. So the way it works is when things are lined up certain way with the sun, we can't see them because the sun's in the way, right? So it's on its way back. Once it gets to a certain point, next year sometime, we'll be able to see it, and then we'll kind of know its trajectory. But it's so massive, and it's not a ball. It's basically a huge lump of shit stuck together, right?
Yeah, it's shaped like that.
Yeah, it's not a solid mass. It's a bunch of crap stuck together. So it's like debris. So it's constantly moving and it's tumbling. It's not stationary. So it's tumbling, right? So anything hits it, anything pushes it, any gravity at all can push it off a course. So they're saying if it hits this, 1,200 foot keyhole, if it hits this keyhole, they call it, then we're doomed. Basically.
Not this time, but the next time it comes around, which is every
12 years.
12 was the number I was going to say.
I want to say it's 12 years. Yeah.
I was just
12
thinking,
years is how long it takes to make an orbit around the sun and back. So
we need a Jamie. You know how Joe Rogan has a Jamie? that will like Google shit. We need a Jamie in chat, like somebody that'll like just throw information for us.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, man, that's scary as shit, and that's real. Like you can Google that right now. It's been in pretty major news headlines, but yeah, if that freaking thing comes around, it's gonna be pretty damn close to us this time.
So yeah, you have planet killers and you have city killers, right? You have comets and asteroids, two completely different things. So basically all of these like meteor showers that they talk about are basically remnants that we're going through from this massive asteroid. It's all the junk that it drops. And every time we go, we're orbiting, anytime we go around this thing's debris field, basically, that's all the meteors you see in these meteor showers. And they can predict them because they know they're coming, right? So we always know when there's a meteor shower coming. We've actually had asteroids so close, like big enough to take out entire cities, so close that they fly below our satellites. Did you know that? That's crazy. That is way too close for comfort.
Well, yeah, and we think about we just happen to when we think about space, we think about the sun and Mercury, Venus, Earth, like our solar system, but there's shit out beyond that. And one of the things is that Oort cloud, and literally the Oort cloud is what they call it. It's fucking billions and billions of just rocks and debris, like thick, just circling around us. And there's shit out there like colliding and bumping into each other. And so all it takes is for something to hit the right way and one starts, spinning towards us, which for the most part, we have pretty good visibility to. But man, when something happens behind the sun, we're completely blind. Like we have no idea what's going on behind the sun.
They have launched a new satellite, or they're getting ready to launch a new satellite, but it's still like 20 years till it's going to be where we can actually see everything. But it's going to be able to see, it's infrared, so it'll be able to see everything coming at us directly in the path of the sun. Some satellite they're launching, which is kind of cool. So
Bree's in the house.
What up, Bree? So yeah.
And so if we think back to some of those mass extinctions, we said we had 5 major mass extinctions that wiped out 75% of all life on the planet. But we don't know what some of those were. They just look through like the timing of when like they find like different skeletons and like remains of like crustaceans and stuff, and they can date them. And when they see that everything kind of died at the same spot, they're like, oh, something happened 450 million years ago. Everything died. We know what got the dinosaurs, right? Like the freaking asteroid down in like South America, we know the asteroid like killed the dinosaurs, and so asteroids for me are one major, like definitely a major fear. And the good news is last year, the year before, NASA did fire off a rocket into space at an asteroid and successfully changed its course. Yep. Just like the movie. What was the movie? I think of the Aerosmith song. Yeah, I think of the Aerosmith song. Just like that movie. Like we've done that.
On a jet plane.
If you didn't know we've done that, we have done that. We have absolutely changed the course, and which is pretty freaking cool. So Peach Bum's in the house.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, fuck asteroids. Yeah. I know Zach doesn't like asteroids for
sure. Fuck
asteroids. Dino Tamer Zach does not like fucking asteroids.
Dino Tamer doesn't like asteroids. Weird.
And so this one's kind of confusing for me, but I do want to talk about it. Maybe somebody's heard about it. They can throw their thoughts in. But has anyone ever heard of the Nemesis theory or Planet X? Nemesis theory, Planet X. And so the thought is kind of with what Lucid was talking about, when things go behind the sun, we lose visibility. So the thought is, and this is there's lots of people, lots of very, very smart people that believe.
I'm on board with this one.
There's a dwarf star that it kind of rotates with us around our sun, but it's in such a trajectory that it's opposite of us. So right now, the reason we don't know it's there is one, it's dark, so it's not putting off any light, but still has a ton of like force or weight to it,
It's large.
It's way out, on the other side of the sun right now. We can't see it. And it comes around. It's got a huge freaking circumference that it spins around, and when it does, it changes everything. Like it changes the gravity in our universe. It starts smacking into freaking the Oort cloud and knocking rocks at us.
So this is where the whole dark matter theory comes from, because they can't explain what gravity is holding everything together way out there, right? They know there's something holding it together. So the whole theory behind dark matter is it's got gravitational pull to it. It's dark matter that is somehow there but not visible, right? So that's what they are calling. It's basically their cop out of explaining something that they can't explain, right? And so they used to, what they're thinking is this dwarf star or this dead star. Basically, our universe used to have two suns, and this sun is dead. So imagine if we had two suns. That would be kind of crazy, right? You look up and you see two suns. I mean, imagine how hot it would be for one. That was probably well before life ever existed on this planet. And yeah, so that's kind of the whole theory behind what's holding all that together that's way out there that we can kind of see, but we can't see, you know, because the sun's in the way, but we know there's that asteroid belt or whatever the hell it is. It's more than an asteroid belt. But what is it? Every however many years we actually pass through this belt, this, what is it called? The Nemesis belt or?
Yeah.
We actually pass through that. And that's kind of lines up with these so-called extinction events.
Every 26 million years.
26 million years. And it makes sense because we go through this huge, you know, like asteroid field, we're getting pummeled and we're getting planet killers. And there's actually lots of impact zones. If you look around the world, you can see them. Like Gulf of Mexico looks like an impact zone to me. You know what I mean? What's that huge crater in California or in the desert? You know what I'm talking about? They're everywhere. You just got to look for them. I mean, I've seen lots of them.
It sounds like a pretty wild theory, but there's a lot of like scientific data, like numbers and math that support it, where people have kind of used it to prove their point, and like more and more people are getting onto it. And I guess part of that, kind of like what Negley's alluding to, we can't see oxygen, but it's there. There's been so many theories that started out as fringe theories where people are like, man, you're crazy, there's no way. And the shit's, you know, years later, we developed the technology to prove it right. You know, I'm trying to think of a good example off the top of my head, but I'm sure at some point in time,
Gulf America.
Think back in the day, how many people were probably died? What was the guy that died? The Christians put him in jail because he was saying that the sun, we rotated around the sun, because everybody used to say, no, the sun rotates around us, like we were the center of the galaxy. And he was like, no, that's not it. Listen me out. The sun rotates around the earth. The earth rotates around the sun, and they freaking put him in jail for like the rest of his life for saying that.
Yeah. Well, science is tricky too, because really whoever's paying the bills gets the outcome they want. You know what I mean? There was a scientist that came up with some theories that was complete. He was fired. He was thrown out of the scientific world, and he was right. But it went against modern science. So this guy was able to predict earthquakes within 2 days, like major earthquakes. And somehow he figured out that the moon phase, planets aligning, and the tidal currents and everything else was doing something to the earth, and it was causing earthquakes, right? The way that everything lined up. For some reason, I don't know much about that, but he was right. And he was fired. He was kicked out of the scientific community just because his theories didn't line up, even though he was right. They couldn't. It went against the norm, so he was thrown out.
Absolutely. It was 7 times. 7 times this guy called an earthquake, a major earthquake, before it ever happened, with almost precise accuracy, like a 98%, like, right?
Yeah, they told him to quit predicting him because he was going to scare people.
Yeah, that's exactly what they told him.
Even though he's right. You know what I mean? You know how many times they've predicted earthquakes with modern science that is the norm? 0. This dude did it 7 times with precise accuracy within 2 days. He gave him like a 4-day window, and it happened like boom, right there.
I feel like earthquakes lead into my next fear. My fear of catastrophes. And that's fucking volcanoes. Supervolcanoes.
Oh man, I look at my window. I got a massive one.
That's not cool, man. I told you need to get away from that. Yeah, so I think earthquakes tie right into volcanic activity and volcanoes, but that fucking Yellowstone out there by you, bro. Good lord.
That's not by me, dude. Yellowstone's not even close. No,
what
dude.
What do you mean it's not close?
That's like friggin' Wyoming. I'm in friggin' Washington.
What, 2 states over?
It's not near me.
2 states?
Yeah, I'm in
This
Washington.
thing's going to take out the whole planet. You're 2 states away. Like, I want to be on the other side of the fucking planet.
It's going to take out the planet. Well, I'm more worried about Mount Rainier, which I look out my window and it's like right there.
Iron's scared of everything. Fucking death. She's so mean.
Yeah, he's
so mean.
You know what he's most scared of? UFOs.
We don't have UFO. We don't have aliens on here as a.
What's that alien behind you?
Catastrophe.
Bullshit. They should be. Aliens are just part of the illusion.
It's been 70,000 years since Yellowstone erupted.
That's it?
70,000 years since Yellowstone erupted.
It's due.
Anytime. Ticking time bomb. Yep. Ticking time bomb.
At some point, Old Faithful's going to quit being faithful, and it's going to build up. And that's when it's over.
And Peach Bum knows it's bye-bye if Yellowstone erupts.
Yeah, it is. 100%. The whole, you seen the movie Pacific Rim? Yeah, we're screwed.
I thought Pacific Rim was the one with the robots.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah, never mind. Yeah.
With the
what
guy
am I thinking of? I'm thinking of the movie with The Rock, with the earthquakes. What is that?
Oh, yeah. That movie was wild.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. That was some end-of-world shit for sure.
I don't know.
Yeah, volcanoes are definitely, I think they literally, if you were prioritizing, we talked about AI, asteroids, the sun killing us, I think for me, volcanoes are top 3, most likely.
Most likely, I would say probably, I don't know, solar flares are probably my number one. I don't think that's going to kill the planet, but that's going to set us back. As far as a planet killer, I don't even think volcanoes would kill the planet. It would definitely, it could send us into an ice age. But I think as far as a planet killer goes, I think it would be another asteroid for sure. So that's another thing. Imagine, so if an asteroid was to hit in the ocean, right? Imagine the size of that crater. What was it? It was something the size of Mount Everest hitting the Earth at, what was it, 19,000 miles an hour
per
or some
second?
shit?
Per second.
Yeah, per second.
Per second.
Would be such a massive crater. So it would hit in, let's say it hit the ocean. All the water would vaporize. The land underneath the seabed would turn to plasma and be shot straight into the air. All around the world fireballs would be landing around the world because of it. And then all that water would be pushed, tidal waves, miles high forever. And then all that water would come back into the hole. You know what happens when it comes back, it sloshes up and then back again, right? So how long would it be doing that? Water would just be moving and moving and moving for a long time. A long time.
Yeah, even if you're on the opposite side of the Earth,
it doesn't matter.
Tsunami is going to hit you. That plasma you said shooting into the air, all that comes back down, raining hell, fire, fury for not just an hour, fucking weeks.
Black out the sun.
Yeah. Nothing
Humanity would have to live in subways, that's the only way to survive. It would be an ice age for years.
That's another great dying. We're 97%, 96% all life, not human life, all life, all creatures, all bugs. 96% of everything would die. 4% would be cockroaches, some weird shit that's way underground, maybe some fish. I don't know.
That reminds me, you're talking about everything dying. That reminds me, Joe Rogan was talking about they're going to clone a woolly mammoth.
Uh-huh.
Did you hear about that? Why?
Uh-uh.
Why? That's some Jurassic Park shit right there. Do we need that? That's opening Pandora's box. You know what I mean?
Yeah, woolly mammoth lane. I'm right with. Like we need to start making some fucking little baby T-Rexes and selling them at Costco. Oh, a little baby T-Rex and a little like look at my T-Rex over here.
Yeah, my pet T-Rex.
Yeah, a little pet T-Rex.
Yeah, like what's next? Velociraptors, you know? I've seen the movie. I don't want none of that.
Fucking Zach's right now researching it. When he's Googling it, when can I get a baby T-Rex?
When can I get a pet? When can I get a miniature woolly mammoth?
Yeah, Peach Bone, woolly mammoth. They're about to clone a woolly mammoth.
A woolly mammoth, yeah. Which, that would be cool to see, but do we need to start doing that? That's kind of playing God, you know what I mean? Those things are extinct for a reason, I feel like.
Yeah. We haven't really talked about clones since back in the day. Remember when they did the goat and everybody freaked out?
Yeah. I mean, what's next? A saber-toothed tiger, and then we release them into the wild like they did wolves, you know?
I want to ride a
saber-toothed decimate tiger. Everything.
Like He-Man. Can you put a saddle?
I was out elk hunting a few years ago, and they had introduced wolves back in, and you could just hear them at night chasing the elk. It was pretty creepy at night.
Oh my God. The pro power. He said they've already cloned a dire wolf. I think I do remember hearing that too. That's right.
I heard that. I haven't seen it though.
Me neither. They don't show us that stuff, do they?
No.
They just talk. You just hear a news article. You're gonna pull that thing up.
I need to look.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna look at my next list of apocalypse possibilities. We talked about flood. We talked about Easter Island. We talked about volcanoes. We have not talked about ourselves in nuclear war. That'll be next.
Well,
Bree says, I seen an article earlier today about a robot that can carry a human baby. Yes, I saw that as well. That's freaking scary. Think about a robot that's AI controlled that can carry a human baby to full term.
Well, this must be them because you type it in, you get pictures of the same friggin' dogs.
Can I have a pet direwolf?
I don't know. It looks like a white husky to me. Let's see. Here's the puppies.
Oh, holy shit. They're beautiful.
Yeah, right? I mean, they must be like massive, right? They're 7 foot long.
Foot long, 3.5 foot high.
Look at that. Gray wolf is 6 feet long. Dire wolf, 7 feet long. That's wild. I mean, look at those things. They're just They're just massive, I guess, right?
I was good until the 7 foot long part. That's going to take up a little bit of space in the bed.
Yeah, I mean, my German Shepherd is 110 pounds ish, and he takes up pretty much the whole bed. So I can't imagine one of these things in bed with me.
Man. Yeah, can you imagine the cost to get that thing groomed? Jeez. How much is grooming going to cost for my 7 foot fucking long dire wolf?
Right?
How many rabies shots?
It might rip your face off. So is that extra? You know?
My God,
charge me extra.
Oh. Yeah, Lucy, did you see the article about the robot that can birth a baby? Like it can bring a baby to full term? Yeah, it's crazy.
I've heard talk about them being on the cusp of being able to do head transplants now. Have you seen that? Yeah, like they're close
like
to
my head off and somewhere else.
Yeah, like oh, shit, your body's dying, you got cancer all over. Let's take your head off and put it on an 18-year-old body. Fuck yeah! Can I do that now?
Can you put my head on a direwolf?
Can you put my head on an 18-year-old like Studley body? I mean, like ripped.
Yeah, I would rather have that than a direwolf.
Can I start over?
Good comps.
Yeah, right.
Can't start over.
I might need some Botox on my face just so it matches. You know what I mean? Beard's all gray. Yeah. I'm gonna have to dye my beard, but other than that, shit, I'll take it.
Jeez, Weber's probably thinking about can he be a freaking girl? I owed him that one.
Wow, Weber wants to be your daughter. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah, he told me. Damn. Yeah. So nuclear. What do you think about nuclear?
I'm around it every day. I mean, it doesn't bother me at all.
Warheads. I think we've gotten
I'm around them every day.
So anybody that, grew up in was it the Cold War? When was the Cold War? The 70s, the 80s? Or there's whatever.
That was 80s, wasn't it? 80s?
Yeah. So there was nuclear scares, and I think we've grown up with it as a society so long and it never happened. We treat it as it's a cry wolf, it's never going to happen, but that's totally the wrong way to think. And even you would think, well, it's 2025, nuclear war is not a thing. And a lot of people that don't study it would think if anybody fires a nuclear warhead, it's going to be us, right?
Yeah.
Right. Or we're the nation. We're the strong one. Well, that's not really how it works, because the way the treaties work with nuclear warheads is once somebody fires one at somebody, then they can retaliate. And so the retaliation is the part that fries the world.
Right. And that's why. So I work on a base that's Trident submarines, and we always have protests outside the gates, right? There's always protests abolish nukes and whatever, there's always protesters. And if we got rid of those things, that's what's holding everything together, honestly, is the nuclear deterrent. Because one of those subs could take out the entire fucking planet. One sub can take out the entire planet. And that's the deterrent. And those are all around the world. You never know where those things are. Those things could be 10 miles off the Russian coast and they don't know. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right outside of China, they don't know. And that is what keeps us safe, because they know if they fuck up, they don't know where we're at. And it doesn't take much to launch one of those things. So
no, and they travel really fast. So I think if we were to launch one, let's just use the example of North Korea. When we fire one at North Korea, it has to travel over Europe and Russia to get to North Korea. This is just an example. And so it gets there within 14 minutes or something like that. Literally, we fire it, 14 minutes later, it's going to hit. Insane. Within that 14 minutes, all these decisions have to be made, not just by us in North Korea, but by the countries that are in it. Because if I'm Russia, I might think, shit, they're launching a nuclear warhead. Let me fire back. He shoots 10 off. When he shoots his 10, somebody else shoots. That's how it all starts happening, is it literally just comes down to a miscommunication or timing, because it's so quick.
Well, and the thing about the Tridents, each Trident has 24 Tridents.
That's fucking crazy.
Each Trident, each tube has one Trident. Each Trident has 24 warheads that can hit 24 separate locations.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So that goes into the number. So one number I wrote down is there's 12,500 nuclear weapons in the world. 12,500 that we know of.
Right.
Say it that way.
And when you say nuclear weapons, some could be very small, some could be very large. I believe that I don't know a lot about it, because that's not where not my side of things. But the nukes are the Tridents are, I think there's 24 of them. They're not massive. You know what I mean?
When you say massive,
they're not
it's still pretty big, though, right?
Yeah, it's still a nuclear warhead. You know what I mean? But you could probably, I imagine they could drop all 24 of them in one spot. You know what I mean? Or they could drop them in 24 separate locations. Who knows? I don't know the ins and outs of it. I just, I know what you can find on Google. That's about it.
Yeah, and what we can find on Google is probably half the story.
Not even the story.
Yeah. Yeah, that's scary. But yeah, when I found out about, there was a really good book, and Joe Rogan did a great interview with the lady that wrote the book, and she had a tremendous amount of experience with the NSA and talking to multiple government agencies, and she collected and coalesced all this data and put together a really awesome book about nuclear war. And she does a really good job of talking about those scenarios, because it's not as just simple as just oh, we fire a bomb, somebody fires a bomb. It goes into great detail of I remember Joe Biden was still in office when Rogan had her on as a guest, but literally the scenario was it's 4:30 and 3:30 in the morning, and Joe Biden gets woken up from his sleep. Sir, a nuclear warhead's been fired. You need to make this decision now. Could you imagine what would And so
ice cream?
If it's bad, imagine it's bad information. So North Korea fires a warhead at Brazil. but like for some reason we misinterpret it as it's coming to us, and the next thing you know, he makes a, you know what I mean? Like it's that fucking timing and those critical decisions that lead to like multiple countries just firing them off at each other. That just,
yep.
So yeah, I definitely, that's I hope it doesn't happen. I hope as a society we're beyond that, but man, it's human natures and freaking jealousy and greed and power. You know, those things play into it. Anything can happen.
Yeah. So I know one thing we forgot to bring up. Skip code.
Skip code.
You remember that? So ancient Bible basically predicts all of these major events that have happened, even the death of Princess Diana.
Mm-hmm.
All the major events that have happened throughout history have been predicted in the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
It predicts it, but you got to kind of know what it's talking about. So it predicts it, but it doesn't at the same time. So the way it works is back in the day, a monk, I think it was, found this code. And what he did is he took a letter and he skipped 43 letters, took the next letter, skipped 43, took the next letter, skipped 43. Now we can use computers to do this. But back then it was very time consuming and you had to kind of find it. But he was able to find all these different dates and names by doing that. So basically you take like the first letter, you skip 43, you take the next letter, and that spells out, whatever. The Bible was like, it came, they did the skip code. It came out with like the date and the name of Princess Diana, the driver, the tunnel she was in, the name of the tunnel, the river she was next to. All the specifics were in the skip code in the Bible, like stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Hitler.
Yeah. What was
John F. Kennedy's assassination, like all these major historical events with like crazy.
What was it? I can't remember now. It was like we almost went to nuclear war with, was it Israel? Not Israel. It was one of those countries. It turned out to be a threat on their part, but that date was in the Bible talking about the nuclear war. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that all that was in there. You still blame us for what?
COD servers are back up. Woo! On this day, what is it? It's 9/18 on the East Coast. On what is today? Thursday, 8/28. The COD servers were down there in the Lucid Squrl podcast. If you're listening to this 10 years from now,
was that predicted in the?
I think so. Taylor Hershey's in the hose. Yeah, so we haven't done a shameless plug yet. You're really good at those.
Yeah, so if you're listening to this in the future, if you're coming to us from the future, we are live everywhere. Well, we're live on YouTube. We are on YouTube Music. We are on iTunes. Apparently, we're on iHeartRadio. I just found that out. Because if you didn't know, Google Lucid Squrl Podcast, and we're freaking everywhere. Like, there are AI write-ups about us. Yeah. So, in last week's episode, I posted shorts on YouTube. And Brittany, our guest from last week, got literally the most views we've ever gotten from shorts. She's kind of famous on YouTube right now. Like, I think I posted like 8 or 9, and I think the worst one did like 1,000 views.
Oh, that's good on YouTube.
So, yeah, so that's pretty good for YouTube. But I just kind of wanted to show you. So if you just go, like, we're like, here, let's just do this. Let's share this right here.
Do your fancy share screen thing.
Boom. Boom. All right, Lucid Squrl Podcast. All I did was type in Lucid Squrl Podcast, and this is the top result. Look, Brittany is the very first one. Weird. Most popular.
Yeah,
so
and you can scroll for days. Like, it's
Castbox, Lucid Squrl Podcast, Lucid Squrl Podcast on YouTube. Listen Notes is kind of cool. I mean,
we don't even know what this is.
It's got like write-ups on like every episode.
We didn't do this. This
is not us. Yeah. Whatever the hell this is. Latest episodes. Like, what? This is awesome. Yeah, we did none of this. This is like the internet doing its thing. You just Google Lucid Squrl Podcast and all this comes up. It's kind of nuts.
So I don't even have an iHeartRadio account. Like, how did we end up on iHeartRadio?
iHeartRadio. Like, for real? What? This week's Lucid Squrl Podcast, episode 13. What? It's crazy. I imagine it's all linked to Spotify somehow.
And we tested it. You can type squirrel in the normal way and it still pops up.
Oh, that's not us. That's the Lucid Podcast. That's not us. Go away.
Ooh, put that down.
Yeah, go away. But yeah, like, where'd iHeartRadio come from?
Lucid's daughter drops a bombshell. Dad talk, Ring of Fire. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, Lucid he randomly messaged me. He was like, do me a favor. Stop what you're doing and Google. Just type in Google Lucid Squrl Podcast.
Yeah,
like, okay, whatever. And I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. We're the top result and we got pages.
Yeah. So you guys just Google yourself. Like, it's like, I like to Google myself every once in a while. Like, every once in a while, just like, just drop your name in there and see what you get. Like, I put in my, Lucid 7142 and see what comes up, like, look at this. Kick picks. This is when I was rated by Kick. Comes up. I mean, look, here's Iron Squrl. Boom. Right there on my, when you Google my name.
Why the hell do I pop up when you Google you? That's awesome. Because you're tagged in it.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. This is your universe. And this was when I sent you the.
Oh yeah, you sent me the that thing.
Interstellar. But yeah, guys, I mean, especially if you're a streamer, just Google yourself. There's Niggly right there.
Niggly's on there.
Yeah. So, I mean, most of this is TikTok stuff, but like, yeah, just Google yourself. Oh, look, Iron Squrl. First friggin', you see his face right there.
Regular ice tastes like poverty.
Yeah.
I'm on a fancy ice tonight.
Regular ice tastes like poverty. It's awesome. Yeah, so just Google yourself, see what comes up. But I thought that was super cool. Google the podcast, and we're literally everywhere. Now Squrl wants to, like, trademark our name.
Yeah, for sure. It's got to happen. It's got to happen.
Yeah, we need to start working on merch, too.
Yeah, for sure. Yep, still in test phase here with the Iron Squrl apparel. Luce is wearing his. We purposely did that, so definitely we're in planning phases, but there's gonna be some merch coming. So I'm like a huge fan of the thumbnails Lucid does, and just want some posters or prints, something out there. It'll probably just be me buying them. Like, I'm just gonna fill my whole room up with different thumbnail pictures, which will be awesome. But
that'd be cool. I wonder if we could do, like, poster size prints of the thumbnails. Would be kind of cool.
Don't you have a hookup with Displate? We can get some Lucid Squrl Displates.
I don't have a hookup with Displate. So they finally got back to me. The last one I did, because they wanted me to send them an invoice, right, for the last batch I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I sent them the invoice, and I was like, what the hell's going on? I never got, you never sent it to me. And they're like, oh, the client didn't require you to post it on your account. Well, I still want to see it, so I'm out there somewhere, like, being used for Displate advertisements, but I've never seen it other than the ones they sent me. So I don't know. I tried to find it. I couldn't find it, but they're using me somewhere. It might be in Europe or something. I don't know. They're based out of Germany. So who knows? But you think I don't speak German. So you think it would be an English speaking country. So I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, we appreciate, I mean, you guys have really pulled up in full force when we do these live podcasts, which really isn't a thing. There's not many places you can go to for a live podcast. Most are, recorded and chopped and edited. And we try our best not to ramble on and stutter and have blank space because it is live. But at the same time, we do have recordings. All our recordings are available next day once Lucid gets off of work, because he busts his ass, gets off work, and then loads these videos up. And then when they go live, the recordings, so just the audio, are on every platform you could ever imagine. Like, literally whatever you use. I promise you type in Lucid Squrl Podcast, the recording's there. The only places you can get the video or YouTube and Spotify, which having video on Spotify is a big deal to me, because I thought only, like, the big dogs had video on Spotify.
And I can upload one short, basically, to Spotify per video, I guess, per podcast. I need to start doing that. I haven't done it yet just because it's another step I got to do, but I need to start doing that. But I also, you guys have seen the podcast on TikTok as well. I try and do those, and I try and release them throughout the week, but I get kind of anxious and I like to get them out there. So I have a hard time. I'm like a kid, you know what I mean? I want to throw the shit out there. I need to get better at like 1 or 2 a day instead of like 3 a day so I can make a blast all week. But yeah, so, but I also throw them up on YouTube as shorts as well. So, but I did notice there's 19 people in chat right now.
Hey, we got to go back. Teddy says he's seen some of your Displate ads. Teddy, are you talking about from Lucid's TikTok account, or you've seen them out in the world somewhere? You might have the first person that's seen one.
That'd be crazy because I haven't seen them anywhere except for what they've sent me that I've posted. That'd be kind of
Dino
cool.
merch. Yeah.
If you guys ever find them outside of my TikTok area, send them to me because I want to see them. I want to see where they're being because I have no idea.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, one of my favorite thumbnails. I like all the thumbnails. But yeah, the Dino Tamer Zach one was pretty fucking cool. If you haven't seen the Dino Tamer Zach episode, the thumbnail for it, the whole episode is awesome. I think it's still up there on top views at 160, I want to say, but Death Note's closing in. Negley's is up there on views.
We can look.
I'm like on the edge of my seat. I need Teddy to answer. Teddy,
Paul, where you at?
Go hide in the bush. He's probably in Fortnite. I come across them relatively often, so I got you guys. Wow.
Really?
Wow. Fucking Lucid's commercials famous.
I've never seen one. That's wild. So, as far as the videos go, like, yeah.
I'm looking at the live numbers, not the
live ones.
Yeah, the live video.
Okay, so lives. Let's go to lives.
Those seem to get more hits. I'm not sure why than after when you upload the edited on YouTube.
So right now, that's wild. So Brittany and Nigley both have the exact same amount of views at 111.
111.
Zach has 159.
159.
Zach's like 3 or 4 weeks older.
Mm-hmm.
And then even like Rebel X only has 95.
Oh, yeah, we thought Rebel X was pretty big guest for us to have.
Yeah. I mean, numbers are gradually going up, like 111 for last week's, 77 for the week before, and then Negley was 111.
Yep.
So I think I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how this one does, how the Doomsday stuff does in the replay, you know?
Yeah. There should be some pretty cool clips. Hopefully some folks learn some things if you're listening in. I mean, I know there's a couple things I felt like we threw in there knowledge-wise that unless you're really into this stuff, you wouldn't have known. Like, I didn't know there's been 5 mass level extinction events in the Earth's history. You know,
sure.
Everybody just thinks of the dinosaurs. We think there's one big one. No, there's been 5. That's crazy.
And don't think we're experts by any means. No,
it's just conversation.
Yeah, we're just conversating, and we're kind of winging it, honestly, and kind of learning as we go. So,
huge announcement for next week, right? We got a pretty cool guest.
Well, are we announcing it finally?
Yeah. He's live right now. He might be talking about it right now. He's smiling, but yeah, if you can see that there, he's from the Taco Squad. You got Ange as the queen of the Taco Squad, and we got the King Riley. Riley's going to be our guest next Thursday. Pretty exciting. I think all of us know Riley, but I've grown pretty close to him. Really good friend, and he is a very deep thinker, very analytical and philosophical almost in some of the conversations we've had. So super sharp mind. Like I'm really excited because we haven't even talked about what the topic's going to be. So we should be getting with Riley to kind of get a rundown of what we're going to talk about. So right now the sky's the limit. Who knows what in the hell we'll be talking about? I'm sure it'll be a little bit of streaming. I'm sure it'll be a little bit of fatherhood and life and all kinds of stuff to go along with it. But
I'm gonna need to know because I imagine there's gonna be a taco in the thumbnail, but yeah, maybe that picture you sent me. No,
Zach got the same picture. Yeah. That'll be an inside joke. Yeah, it should be a good one. And then, next Thursday.
Yeah. We'll have to work out when we're going to get together because, like I said, I'm working every single day of my life, so we'll see.
Yeah, Sunday's not a go. Like Sunday morning, I'll get with him on Saturday. If not, we may have to look at like before you go to work one day, just even if it's 20 minutes or so, just after you wake up and before you get ready. Because Sunday they're going to get their new puppy from their puppy subathon.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we need to look further out ahead. I know Zach wants to come back and return as a guest. Lucid, I'm sure we've got some other guests that want to line up. Heck, I think Rebel X wanted to make her return at some point.
He does, yeah. Unless I talk to him.
As we evolve this, we almost got to start getting a calendar and start plugging names in further out. Imagine the place and time where we're 20 weeks out, we've got every guest planned.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy. I have a feeling. Just after that Google search, it gave me some more hope. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That it's kind of crazy.
It's fun. Yeah. Like I've always said, this conversation is something I look forward to every week, and more than anything, it's nurtures my soul. It's nice to have just some time set aside to have a crazy conversation. Like some of the stuff we talk about, it's just not something you just randomly talk about on a weekly basis. So it's pretty cool.
Right. Hell yeah. What's up, guys? So I see 9 likes. Gotta smash that button. What do you guys?
I see 10.
I see 16 in chat.
Smash it.
Smash the button.
Yeah.
I see 10 smashes now. Let's go.
Yeah, I see 10 smashes. I'm one of those.
So am I.
You gotta if you're in chat, you gotta hit the back button and it pulls up the main thumb. Not the little heart next to the chat button. But the main.
You gotta hit the thumb. Hit the
thumb. Don't hit that one. One day somebody's gonna mess up and I'm gonna cry. We're gonna have like a thumbs down. I'm gonna be like, ah.
I've got thumbs downs on my shorts before.
Have you really?
Yeah.
Damn, that's sad.
I've heard it doesn't matter though, because it's still interaction.
Right? Yeah. All news is good news. I didn't even finish my drink tonight.
Oh wow. That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Smash the like button, guys.
Smash it.
Smash the button.
Police at 11, so he was one. Who else forgot? I mentioned not a lot of folks watch. Like, I don't watch too many live YouTube broadcasts. Like, it's usually a video, right?
Right, yeah.
So it's definitely different.
Definitely. I wish on this program I could add the thumbnail, add keywords. You know what I mean? I can't do it on this program. I'm wondering if I can do it if I was to go into YouTube Studio and add them like while we're live, but that would be kind of a pain in the ass. You know what I mean?
I guess before we wind it down, Love, is there anything, if you're out there in chat, one of the 20 beautiful people, any topics you want to hear about in the future? Not saying it'll be next week or the week after, but I take notes because I'm a nerd, so I'll write it down.
Oh, I totally can actually.
What's something you guys find interesting?
What kind of topics do you guys want to see?
She's sipping on Daddy. A good bourbon. Elijah Craig. Toasted barrel.
I've got some is it Pendleton? I think
that's one.
Yeah, I bought that not too long ago.
Whoever wants an alien podcast.
Didn't we do an alien podcast? I thought we did.
Yeah, we did. Whoever wants an alien return. I think that's gonna have to be like a special. We have to have like a Christmas alien special. Bro.
I might have to watch a movie then.
Zach says, you know what I want? You know, a dinosaur one would be cool. Pro Power is Beach Week. I can tell stories about old Pro Power. That'll probably be when you're next on for guests. That'll definitely be part of the conversation. The effect streaming can have on your mental health. That's definitely a good one. We did. I want to say episode 4. We talked about men's. It was for Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. We had a similar conversation, but there's never a wrong time to re-bring that up. Not just men's, but streaming and the impact on it in general.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything we're missing from that. I think we pretty much hit everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there any questions in chat that we missed? Anything in chat? General needs a Lucid shirt.
Pets.
Marie needs a shirt.
I would love to have a podcast where we play devil's advocate. One of us has to be a liberal and the other.
Jesus.
Well, there has to be a Republican and we have a conversation that's productive. The problem is neither one of us is a liberal.
No.
I'm pretty good at playing devil's advocate, so I almost like the challenge. Like, hey, wasn't that a thing? Like, I know I was never on the debate team. I'm not that fucking. No, I'm just not that nerdy, damn it. But that was part of the challenge of being on the debate team. Is sometimes you would get a topic that you didn't agree with, and you still had to defend it or go with it. So you think that's a bad idea? All right, fine, we won't do it. I thought for sure y'all would love to see Lucid roast me. Roast me when I'm like, I don't think we should have guns. Could you imagine Lucid? I'll rip my ass open.
Did you see the thumbnail last week? I mean, come on now. I don't know if you guys saw earlier, but I saw an ad on TikTok from Displate themselves, not Lucid's account.
But it was Lucid on the Displate ad? That's cool, man.
I'm famous.
You're like Brad Pitt.
I'm famous.
Bad idea to talk about politics. Yeah, that's usually is a good rule.
But in a podcast,
we're pretty cutting edge here. We like to.
In a podcast, it gets views, We're here to get views.
Mm-hmm.
Podcast, you're supposed to create controversy, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You know my motto, controversy creates what? Cash.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly.
Controversy creates cash.
Right? Yeah, controversy and emotion is what gets views, I've noticed.
Or if I shake my ass.
Yeah, right? Or, yeah. It's either controversy, squirrel shaking his ass, emotion, or absolute trash is what gets views. Like, if you put 0 effort into TikTok, you get views. I've noticed.
I put effort into shaking my ass, okay?
Except for when I do. I literally posted trash and I still didn't get any views.
I can't believe Zach got a fucking shit ton of views, too. We need to start doing that as a group, as a friend, as community. We need to, take a video, do, what's it called? Duet? Is it duet? It's called duet. Lucid taught me this concept, by the way. Duetting each other's videos just for fun. It's pretty cool. That's a good time. Always about a smile.
I do it every once in a while. I did Mama Cray not too long ago.
Hi.
If I see, I'll do one every once in a while. If somebody I know does one that I can actually duet, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Anne Miranda hadn't seen it, so I showed it to her today, and she said it made her day. She was absolutely dying. And she was the 69th comment, which I thought was funny.
Hell yeah. Boy.
Hell yeah. All right, well, let's wind it down. You got to go to work, buddy.
Yeah.
Hope you have a good night. Great conversation.
I don't want to.
Good job studying.
Yeah, that was a lot of effort to study.
Are you down the rabbit hole now? Do you find yourself wanting more knowledge or look into something more?
Yeah, I'm always kind of down a different rabbit hole. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's anything from conspiracies to end of the world to whatever, I find myself down different rabbit holes from every now and again. Like last week, my dad started sending me flat earther stuff.
Oh, shit.
I was like, are you a flat earther now? What the hell? He's like, no, I just thought you might want to talk about it on your podcast. Like,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Shout out, Dad. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, he sent me shit, probably 15 videos on flat earth stuff.
Oh, that's super cool.
Like, oh, okay. So we might need to do one on flat earth sometime. I don't know. But yeah, I just can't get behind the flat earth thing at all. We could do devil's advocate on that if you want.
We could. I think it's fun. I mean, that's a challenge. Yeah, this beard ain't going nowhere.
Oh, she's gonna get 50 subs at $10 a piece, and then you're shaving that thing off.
I was gonna say something.
You were gonna agree to it.
I was gonna say if she gets to that, I was like, I'll shave my whole freaking body. I'll be a hairless cat.
I want to see you shave your eyebrows.
I'll nair everything head to toe.
God, you got to be careful.
Arms, everything.
You got to be careful. You got to be careful around the sensitive bits with that stuff.
Oh, really? I've never tried it.
It says it right on the bottle.
I'm probably going to regret saying this because it's going to be on the internet forever. Can we edit this out?
No, we're going to clip that. That's going to be in a TikTok. Look for that one. I promise.
Hairless squirrel.
See, that's
hairless
what
cat.
The beautiful part about that I do the editing is I can make Squirrel look like whatever I want.
It's some bullshit. I'm like your little puppet.
Yeah. I'm the puppet master. Dance, Squirrel, dance.
Hey, brother.
What'd you think of that promo video today?
Oh, that was awesome. Very lucid ASMR.
I thought it was super cheesy. I was like, yeah, I that was one take too. I was like, fuck it, I'm sending it. Full send. that was just one take.
What about our fucking AI video? Like, it fucked my face all up. And then why were you like fumbling with your hat? Did you see that?
Yeah,
like, why did AI choose to do
awesome.
that shit? It was crazy.
Yeah.
If anybody's seen, make sure you've seen Lucid's video for the podcast. It was fucking great. It wouldn't let me put it in my story. I guess it was too long. But the thumbnail for it, right, is it's frozen. But if you didn't know, TikTok, if you take any image, you hit the plus button, you go to add it to story, there's a little button on the right side and it says AI. Click on that and you give it a command like you would ChatGPT. The command that's already pre-programmed in there is bring this photo to life. And so I just hit enter and it fucking brought our photo to life, and we're freaking to the end of the world as we know it song, and we're like dancing, and Lucid knocks his hat off and he's like fumbling with it. It's hilarious.
So Weber just gave me an idea.
Oh shit.
I wonder if I can Photoshop you hairless.
You need a naked picture?
No, I don't want to see you naked, but
it's okay, fine.
It might happen.
Alright, it's in.
It's in. All right. Are we calling it? Are we calling it there? I gotta do stuff though. I gotta
do stuffy stuff.
It's kind of a pain in the ass to do. I need to figure out a better way to do this. You know what I mean? But in the replay, I can edit all this out, so it doesn't really matter. I guess it doesn't matter. It's playing like the way this works. All right, guys, we love you.
Much love. Awesome podcast. Awesome conversation. Appreciate everyone that shows up for these. Appreciate everyone that listens in afterwards. There's obviously been hundreds of people doing that each podcast that listen, whether you're going down the road, going to work. If that's the case, Lucid and I hope you're having the best freaking day after, or best day ever after listening to this. Yeah, we love you.
Yep. Much love, guys. Till the next one. Peace out. All right, guys, so we're just looking back at the analytics. We just got done with episode 14, Lucid Squrl Podcast. We're looking back at analytics, right? We were talking about AI and the Bing bot and how crazy all that was, right? So I want to show you guys real quick analytics on this podcast. So if we go down here to Reach, we go down here, external, MSN, MSN.com. What is MSN? Let's go to MSN.
Dude, my fucking mind is blown right now.
MSN.com. And, okay, MSN.com. And then we'll type in Lucid Squrl Podcast. Lucid Squrl Podcast. Bing. Bing.com. Okay? This is Bing.
Anybody that was listening to that podcast, how many times did Lucid say Bing?
So, look at this. Okay, this is this week. We were talking about chatbot going crazy, right? We were talking about whatever the hell her name was.
Sydney,
right? And how crazy that was. So that was a little freaky. So let me go back now. And we'll look at last week's, okay? We'll go to analytics for last week's podcast. This is the live version. This is not the video that I posted. This is the live, okay? We're going to go to Reach. We're going to go down to the same area, external sites and apps. We got Facebook Messenger, Google Android apps and messaging. We got Samsung Android messaging, and we got Facebook. We have no MSN at all.
This week it's 75% of all traffic.
But this week was 75% of all traffic.
And this week you spoke about Sydney and Bing and AI. That's crazy.
What the hell?
That's crazy.
That is insane. If as Squrl put it, I have chill bumps. That is crazy. I think Bing is coming after me now.
Should I turn my webcam off? Should I unhook everything from the internet right now?
Dude. Bing, I'm sorry. I won't tell your secrets anymore.
Sydney, I love you too.
No, I don't love you, Sydney, but I'll be your friend.
I'll be your friend.
Fist bump.
I love you as a friend, too. Go Sydney.
Found it.
Go Sydney. Sydney, if you're listening right now, if you could just get into my bank account and I'll hook you up.
How insane is that?
I mean, anybody yeah, I mean, if you take time to watch this, 75% of all our traffic came from Bing this week, and we happen to be talking about Bing and Sydney and the AI and how wild it was, and no other previous podcast has MSN even appeared in the analytics before.
Right. Never appeared. I'm kind of creeped out, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm gonna go disconnect my internet.
Right? Okay. Wow.
Bye.
Peace out, guys.